everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bonny and welcome to Bonny Beauty Hub. Ignore my hair, it is completely wet. I thought, let me do my makeup and then I'll dry out my hair. I can set it. So here I am with the foundation. So this is from SMASHBOX. It is the Always On Skin Balancing Foundation with Hyaluronic Acid and Adaptogens. So SMASHBOX, just giving you a background about the brand itself. I don't see a lot of people talking about this brand. SMASHBOX is a very quiet brand, but they come out with amazing products. The backstory is they were initially into photography. I might be wrong, but that's what I read somewhere, that they were initially into photography and they know how important lighting plays on your skin, the way you look, the way your makeup looks especially. So they came up with a makeup brand that focuses more on the way the makeup looks on different types of lighting. So that is one of the reasons I love SMASHBOX as a brand, because no matter what, if I'm wearing their foundation, I know I'm going to have a good day. At least I'm going to look good that day. So they had a foundation before this. I don't remember if it's the same name or not. But yeah, I used to wear the foundation. I think I was in the shade 3.5. In this I think they've even changed the entire shade range names. This is M20 Warm. So I don't know if you can see the shade. This is how the shade looks. Even if they have SPF in it, I would not be bothered if we'll have flashback, because I know for sure we will not have flashbacks. So the previous foundation, I was talking about it and I got diverted. I used to wear the shade 3.5 and I wore it continuous for 2 years. I used to wear it to office every day. That was before pandemic. And then it's when I started my YouTube channel and I started testing more and more makeup, and that is when SMASHBOX went to the back stand and I started trying out so many makeup. So I'm so sorry for such a lengthy backstory, but here we are. I'm so excited to get back to SMASHBOX. So here is the packaging. It is not a typical round bottle. It has this square shape and it's plastic. It's not, the bottle is glass, but this is plastic and it comes with a pump, which I love. So always shake the product, and my hair, let me put it back. So as any other foundation, I am going to try one side with a brush and one side with a sponge. So this is the consistency. It is, yeah, it is slightly watery. Let me feel it. Oh, it is creamy. It is very lightweight. I can already feel how lightweight it is. But yeah, this is infused with primer. So it is a primer infused foundation. So I'm not wearing a primer and we are just gonna get into it. So right on the top, I can feel that this is a foundation that if you use a brush, do not drag the product. Just try to buff the product into your skin. It works a little bit better. And okay, when I touch, I can feel the creamy finish. But while I was using it with my brush, I felt that it's just melting into a powdery finish. I don't know, for some reason I was feeling it that way. But if I touch, I definitely feel it has a creamy finish. I like the look that it's giving me. I like the finish that it's giving me. It is a radiant foundation. It is not totally matte. It is a skin-like foundation, which is the natural, matte, radiant, semi-matte. There are so many names that they give these days. But yeah, I would not call it too radiant, because you see the difference. This is the skin that has a little bit of radiance because of all the skincare that I've used. So it has minimized the radiance. It has minimized the natural glow that my skincare has given me, but it is still giving me a healthy look. It is not overdoing the glow, but it is still giving me a healthy look, which means it is not flat matte. That is what I'm trying to say. So for one layer, I think it's giving a pretty good amount of coverage. So it's almost drying up. So that is what I felt. That is why I felt like it's good to buff the product into the skin, because for some reason I felt that it is drying out really quickly. So let's see a double layer. what? It's giving me a pretty good coverage. I can see the hyperpigmentation around my mouth. So it is giving me a really good coverage, but at the same time, my hyperpigmentation, my scars are not peeking through that much, but the hyperpigmentation around my mouth is visible a little bit. So it's not full coverage, but it's definitely medium buildable. So I like the way it is sitting when I've used my brush. So now it's time for the sponge. I have the e.l.f. sponge. And the same way, I'm just going to dab the product on my skin and then blend it out. With one layer so far, I feel the way it looks is exactly the same whether I use it with a brush or a beauty blender. So now I'm going to see what happens with the second layer. You know what? The finish is exactly the same whether you use it with a brush or a beauty blender. That's good. So you can just use the method that you normally like, whether it's a brush or a beauty blender. So I like the way it is giving me a finish. Again, medium buildable coverage. It looks very natural, so it is like a natural matte or a natural radiance because it has that matte as well as a radiance a little bit. It's a good mixture of both worlds. So yeah, I like the way it is looking right now. So let me just finish up my full face of makeup. Before that, let me show you the time right now because we are going to do the full day wear test. So the time right now is 12:20. So yeah, it's the afternoon. So I'll do my full face of makeup. We'll come back and talk a little bit about the foundation, and we're definitely going to do a wear test today. See you soon. Okay, so now that I'm back with my full face of makeup, I sense we're gonna find another gem in this video. And I had to drop something. So I'm talking about their concealer. So this is the Always On Smashbox foundation, but this is the Halo Healthy Glow Concealer. They have the Halo Healthy Glow Skin Tint, which is one of my favorite skin tints, no matter what season, what weather it is. I love that skin tint. And I wanted to give this a try. I did not think I'm going to review it in this video, but I just tried it and wow, it's amazing. It is a pen. This pen, it has brought out a little more product. So let me show you. So this has a lot of warmth to it. And this is just that excess that you saw on top. That is just what I just dabbed it here. And look at the coverage that it's giving. The brightening effect and the coverage. And that is what I'm wearing right now. I just put one layer and I used a beauty sponge to blend it out. A beauty sponge normally shears the concealer away. So look. See? And it's still giving the brightening effect with amazing coverage. Immediately definitely felt like full coverage, but as and when I blended it out, it became a little bit sheer, and it is definitely medium buildable. I can see a little bit of my dark circles, but wow, what an amazing product. I just was giving it a try and I wanted to talk about it because we are still reviewing Smashbox. So about the foundation itself, it is a no matte look. Does that make sense? When we have a no makeup look, this can be a no matte look. So it is keeping my skin matte, but the healthy matte, the radiant matte, or the semi matte, whatever you call it these days. So it is a very beautiful skin-like, natural, radiant matte look. Everything in one. It's so confusing, but it's really good. It's really good. It looks really nice. Everything on my skin, I used only powder products and everything went super smooth. One of the brushes, I'd already used it on a cream product. I forgot, and I used the same brush with a powder product. So it was very spiky, it was very rough, but still it did not remove the base from below that product, and it still worked really well. So the foundation is not moving, it's not going anywhere. The claims on this foundation is, it is, if you need more hydration or oil control, this primer infused foundation helps balance skin while delivering buildable radiant coverage with 16-hour wear. Radiant coverage. So this is infused with hyaluronic acid and adaptogens. It has medium to full coverage with a radiant finish. Everywhere it's mentioned radiant finish. I don't see the radiance that much, but I can definitely say that it is a very natural skin-like finish. Complexion looks natural and even, transfer, fade, crease resistant. Won't cake, flake or streak, dermatologist tested. So I love all the claims. This would be like my go-to everyday foundation because SMASHBOX always reminds me about going to office, because for 2 years straight before the pandemic hit, the SMASHBOX foundation was what I used every day. So this is just taking me back to olden days, memories, going to office and working from office. So yeah, I just feel this is going to be a go-to daily wear foundation, which gives a really good amount of coverage and stays long. Stays long, we're going to check it out. I normally do a check-in in 8 hours. In case I have something to talk about, I'll come in between and talk about that as well. But so far it is not smoothing out my texture, but it is not emphasizing my texture as well. So I can see the texture, but it's like my regular way. When I don't wear makeup, the amount of texture that I can see on my skin, that is the same amount of texture that I can see right now. Why are these words so tough to pronounce? They are like tongue twisters. So yeah, so far I like the way it is looking. We'll wait and watch, and I'll see you soon. Okay, I'm here for my final check-in. I left my phone downstairs, but I can show you the time. If you can see, it is 8:50. 8:50 in the night. And I was just sitting, I was just checking my skin. There are a few flaws that I can find here. Overall, the face looks beautiful. It hasn't moved from anywhere. It hasn't eaten up the blush. It looks really good. There's not a lot of oil peeking through. I can see a little bit of oil coming out, but not too much. But there is a lot of settling of the foundation into my pores on my chin area, and near my nose there's a lot of rub-offs. Like the foundation has come off a little bit and a little bit settling into my pores. Let me tell you first how my day went. Today was a very, very, very active day. I did my workout. I did almost 1 hour cardio. I was walking outside with my dog. Then I went for a walk with my husband. A lot of cardio and I did my workout. So I think for that amount of rigorousness where you're putting your skin through with all, when you do a workout, obviously your pores will open, but I don't see anywhere the foundation settling in my pores over here. Just ever so slightly on my chin area. And for the amount of work that I've done since morning, the way I've been sweating like a pig today. For the amount of sweating I've had, this is nothing. This is so good. And the worst part of my day has been that I did not drink water today. I've worked out so much, I've done so much work, but I did not drink water. So you can imagine the amount of dryness I have on my skin. So by now, my foundation should have been very, very flaky. But I think for the amount of work, I'm saying this, I'm repeating the same thing again because there's no other better way to explain it. For the amount of work or stuff that I've put through my skin today, I think this foundation has held on really, really well. So what I thought was, normally I just do a 1 day wear test, a full day wear test, but this time I'm thinking, let me do it for another day. So today you can see how it looks. I'm still impressed. I'm still very, very impressed. But tomorrow I think is going to be an easier day. So let me wear this for another day and see how it works. So see you soon. This is day 2 of the foundation. Today I just used 1 layer and I did it completely with a beauty sponge. I just wanted to show you under different lightings. Look, when the sun hits, how beautiful this looks. And it doesn't look bad under natural light as well. This is inside the room. I have no studio lights, nothing on me, and it still gives such a semi-radiant, semi-matte finish look, and I'm loving it so far. So let's check at the end of the day how this looks today. So I am back for my day 2, and this is the final check-in that we're gonna do. So far, day 2, initially, I'm so sorry I didn't show you the time, but I've been wearing this foundation for 9 hours now, almost 9 hours. And not just the foundation, I tried out the concealer too. I did speak a little bit about it on day 1, but I'm really impressed with the concealer as well. The concealer is really good. It is sitting in my creases ever so slightly, but I do have creases. When you have creases, your creases will be visible. You never have a magic concealer that would just vanish your creases. Your creases will be visible, but it just that it should not dry your under eyes, or it should not look very patchy. So I have super duper dry under eyes and it looks good. 9 hours and it hasn't moved a bit. It is medium to buildable coverage. So this is the Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow 4-in-1 Perfecting Pen. This has hyaluronic acid in it. This is medium to buildable coverage. It retails for $29 and it comes in 26 different shades. For a concealer, the shade range is really good. It's a really good project. Something that I did not expect out of this, but it is really good. Brightening effect, very good undertone, especially for brown skin, and very, very good. So going back to the foundation, the Smashbox Always On Skin Balancing Foundation plus Hyaluronic Acid and Adaptogens. So I have to say, it's really staying on really well on the skin. It hasn't moved. It's been more than 9 hours, so I see a little bit settling ever so slightly in my smile lines. And even today, I promised myself that I'm going to drink a lot of water, but it's not happening. It's not happening. I'm not able to drink too much water, but at least the required amount of water I should drink, which is 3 liters, but I'm not even reaching to the 3 liters mark. I drank somewhere around 1.5 liters, but enough about the water. I'm just saying that my skin is still dehydrated, but still it is looking really pretty on my skin. So it is dehydrated. At the same time, I have the oiliness, combination skin over here, but I know how bad my skin is, the phase that it's going through right now, and that is why I'm really impressed, because it is still looking perfect. I haven't used a primer and it is not settling into any of my pores. In fact, it's smoothing out my skin. On day 1, I did not feel that it is smoothing my skin. I felt that it was just showing the skin the way it is. The amount of texture that I have, it is just showing that same amount of texture. So it was very skin-like. But today I feel that it is smoothing out my skin a little bit. But I still see a little bit of hyperpigmentation, and I used only 1 layer today, and I only used a sponge. I did not use a brush, 1 layer, a sponge, which makes the coverage a little bit more sheer. So for that, I'm really impressed how this is look. So yeah, the verdict is a total thumbs up from my side. I'm sure I spoke about the price of the product, but it retails for $45. It has 1 ounce product and it has 30 different shades. You cannot find it on Sephora. For some reason, I see Smashbox primers, but I don't see the Smashbox foundation, but it's available at ulta.com and smashbox.com. So yeah, $45, 1 ounce, comes in 30 shades. The concealer, $29, comes in 26 shades, and I don't know how many ounce we have in this. This has 0.12 fluid ounce, so good for a concealer. Total thumbs up for both the products. If you like this video, please make sure to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give me suggestions, give me products that you want me to try. I feel that right now I don't have any interesting product. It's all foundations and we have a lot of blurring sticks and skin tints coming out, but I want something interesting. Let me know if there's something interesting in the market. Let me know in the description box below, and I would love to try it for you and for myself as well. So yeah, that is it from my side. Thank you for watching till the end, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.